Hey friends, welcome. I'm Georgia and this is your 45-minute bodyweight bar class. So yes, it's in the name. You won't need anything for class today. However, if you would like a support for one of our classic bar shapes today for our wide second, that might be a little bit more supportive, especially if you are new to that shape. You might use a wall for that, or grab a chair and use the back of that chair for support. So when you got what you need, join me on your mat. Okay friends, your warm-up just looks a little different today. Come over to the right side of your mat. You're gonna get right into it. You're gonna step your left foot out into a side lunge. Booty goes down and back. Arms fly wide, palms down, and then come back to stand. A little quicker, let's go. Out for 2 and in for 2. Good, we go out, fly your arms wide, then come back to stand. Out for 2 and in. Good, so we have a side lunge, arms go wide, then back to stand. Good. I'm reaching my arms away from my center. Arms stay active. I'm lifting my hands roughly in line with my shoulders. Now if you love that, stay there, or we're gonna speed it up right here. Let's go. We go out and in, out and in. So when you side lunge, can you press down through your outer right foot? Your foot that is supporting you. That's it. Here we go. Go out and in. Gorgeous. Beautiful. You got this. Now in 4, we're gonna hold it out. We're gonna bring your hands behind your head. We have a rotation in 2 and 1. Check it out. Rotate towards your left knee and then come back to center. So I'm turning and twisting through my center from my ribs, from my thoracic spine, where my ribs attach. Good, you twist for 2, come back to center. You're holding low in your lunge. Yes, that's it. Woo. We're gonna face the left 90-90 lunge. In 2 and 1, check it out. You lower and lift. Just let your arms do what they do. You can swing them forward and back. Forward and back, beautiful. We're gonna step to the top of your mat because we're switching sides. In 3, in 2 and 1. Here we go, step to the left side. Right foot going out. Here we go out for 2 and in for 2, side lunge. So this time when you bring your arms wide and you turn your thumbs down, we'll get into some internal rotation that way in your shoulder girdle. Out for 2 and in for 2. That's it. Woo! Really heating it up already. You got this. Now if you love that pace, stay there, or speeding it up right here. Let's go. Out and in. There we go. A little bit more dynamic. Full body. Warm up today. Hands are coming behind your head. You're holding it out. In 2 and 1. Right here. Turn to the right, then back to center. You're rotating through from your right, from your ribs around to the right. So ribs are wrapping around to the right, then back to center. Good. Woo. 4 more before we turn to our right. So our right foot's forward, 90-90 lunge, full range in 3, in 2, and 1. Right here, let's go. Down and up, down and up. Both knees bend and extend, bend, extend. Yes. Getting all your joints warmed up here. Finding fluidity. Good. 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it low right here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hinge forward and stand. Nice. Good job. Sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your palms, step your feet back. You're in a plank. Then lower your knees under your hips. Check it out. You're gonna hover your knees. You're gonna walk back to a plank and then walk back into bear. Here we go. We go right foot, left foot, right knee, left knee, right foot, left foot, right knee, left knee. So check it out. I'm leading with my right foot. And then I'm trying to keep my hips in line with my shoulders. Now, can you press down through your finger pads? So you're utilizing more of your hands. Good. Nice. We're gonna hold our knees under our hips. In 3, tap our feet out right here. Let's go. Right foot out, left foot out. Right foot out, left foot out. Nice. Good. So I'm holding my bear in the air. I'm extending one knee at a time as I tap my foot out to the side. Now you can stay with this, or you can add a little hop and center right here. Let's go. Right, left, right, left. Okay, let's go a little quicker. Ready? Right here. Let's go. Right, left. Woo! Nice. 4, 3, then we switch sides. 2. Last one. Right here. Let's go. Left foot, right foot, back to plank, then back into bear. Left foot, right foot, left knee, right knee. Woo! Wowza. That is so, so good. Can you gaze down in front of your fingers? Crown is reaching away from your tail. Whew. You got this. 4 more. Then we step back to that plank. We're coming down to your forearms. In 3, 2, 1. Right here, step back to your plank. Lower down to your forearms. Right leg lifts up and lower. Lift and lower. Good. Can you hug your low ribs in towards your hips? Now you can keep your left knee lifted, or you might lower it down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it high right here. Little lift up, little lift up. Nice. We're just switching sides. Lift and lower your left leg. Right here, let's go. Left leg up, left leg down. Nice. Can you press down through your elbows? Woo! Holy man. That is so spicy. Lower, lift. Tiny lifts right here. Let's go. Little lift up, little lift up. You got this, team. Stay with me. 4 more right here. In 4, we lower your feet. Jogging knees right and left. In 3, 2, 1 right here. Right, left. So I'm bending and extending my knees. That was the longest 4 counts of my life. How about you? Right, left, right, left. Oh my gosh. Woo, can you hug your ribs even more, like you're doing a little core cruncher, but your spine is in neutral. Final 4, 3, 2, hold it right here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down to your hips. Belly. Roll to your right side. Okay. This one, team, it is Spice City. Top hand comes in front. Wrap your bottom arm under. Seatbelt push up. Bottom knees bent, top leg long. Check it out. You're gonna lower down for 2, then lift, press away from the ground. Lower down for 2, then lift away for 2. Down and up. That's it. Lower for 2, lift. Now, can you press your crown away from your tail? So you have this really nice long line, imaginary line from your tail to your crown. Good. Now notice if you're like bowing forward, can you send your chest back so your shoulders are stacked over your ribs and your ribs are stacked over your pelvis. Nice. Good. Now adjust your front hand, right? So the further it's away, the more you're gonna recruit some chest, which are bigger muscles than your triceps. So if my hand is closer, it's gonna be more tricep focus, right? A little bit more difficult. So play around with where you'd like your hand. In 4, we have tiny dips. In 3, 2, 1. Right here, hold halfway. Little dip, little lift. Little dip, little lift. Catch that beat. Dip, little lift. Nice. Now press down through your top leg. Ooh, holy crap, y'all. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're switching sides. Sweep your legs around or roll to the other side. You do you. Top leg long, bottom leg bent. Top hand in front, wrapping bottom arm under. We lower for 2, lift away for 2, lower, lift. Now see for a moment what it feels like to press down through your top leg, down for 2, and up. Pressing down through your bottom leg. And how that acts as like a lever to lift away from your mat. Yeah, good. Don't lower for 2, lift up for 2. Ooh, honestly, please celebrate whatever you're doing right now in this one, because this one is tough stuff. I remember when I first tried it, I was like, what is happening right now? Down for 2 and up for 2. Whew. But I love it. We're getting obliques as well, a little bit. Triceps, chest. Woo, so nice. You got this. Lower for 2, lift up for 2. Good. Woo. Tiny lifts at the top in 4, 3, 2. Right here, let's go. Little dip, little lift away. Little dip, little lift away. Ooh, dip, little lift. Now, can you send your head back like you're laying into a pillow? I know you want to look down and roll into a ball. Little dip, little lift. 4 more. Here we go. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Usually when I say something, it's because I'm doing it too. Okay, come on up. Finally made it to standing. Take your feet wide and then turn your thighs away from center. This is where you might want to grab a support. Bend your knees. Get a little dip, dip and dip. Good. So send your tailbone down. So lengthen through your tail. Send your sit bones. You might even locate them, right? They're right under. You know, you can feel them. They're these bony things, the base. And I want you to think about them as an anchor, and you're setting them between your heels. And your hips are in that neutral place, yeah? Let's jog your heels right here. Let's go. We go right heel, left heel, right heel, left heel. Now if you'd like, maybe arms wide, palms up. Here we go. Dip and dip. Nice. Woo! So freaking good. Down, little dip, dip and dip. You're dipping in your hips and your heels are jogging. Nice. Now can you press down through your outer feet? So your pinky toes are pressing down, but all your toes are down. Dip and dip. Good. Low ribs hugging in a little bit. Core is connected, so it's supporting your spine here. Little circles back with your arms, right here. Circle, circle. So I love adding this component of brain work in to our movement. Right? If you just move your body in whatever way that you'd like, right? We're still creating new neural pathways. But when we invite that level of coordination, balance, little brain work, like rub your tummy and pat your head type stuff, it creates even more neural pathways, which is really beneficial for us as we age. Check it out. In 4, your right heel will stay up. Okay, you're gonna tilt up and over to your right. It goes like this. Check it out, right here. Tip up and over to your right, and then come back to center. Your left heel's down, but your right heel is up. You're tipping up and over your right hip. Arms are long and wide. Nice, that's it. Tip for 2, come back to center. So I'm getting that really nice side body stretch through my left side as I go down, but when I come up, my left side obliques have to turn on to bring me up. Good, gorgeous. In 4, we go back to the top. Both heels down, ready? In 2, and 1, right here, dip and dip. Wow, my right calf is on fire. Jog your heels. In 2, starting left. Let's go. Left heel, right heel. Woo, left heel, right heel. Let's do little circles again, but take them forward. Ready? Right here. Circle, circle. Don't think about it, just do it. It's the only time I say don't, is to say don't think about it because it just makes it a little harder when you really think about it. 4, we hold your left heel up, we're tilting to the left. In 3, 2, 1, right here, let's go. Tilt for 2 and center for 2, gorgeous. Tilt for 2 and center. Woo, breeze it out. Let go of something right now you just really don't need in this moment. You'd be surprised. See if you can just like let it go and then come back to it later if you're still thinking about it. But for now, just let it go. Good. Now, can you keep your legs in that shape and then tilt? Yeah, so you're staying low as you can go and you're tilting up and over your left hip. Nice. One more right here. Tilt for 2, come back to center, arms wide, both heels up, hold, little dip, right here for 4. You can also lower your heels, of course. You make the shape suit you in this moment. 4, 3, woo, 2, okay, hold it low right here, hold it. Reach your arms overhead for 4, 3, 2, 1, release, shake, shake it, shake it. Okay, booty party. It's actually not a booty party. It's a squat party and then a booty party. Ready? Squat and stand. Here we go. Down and up. Booty back. Down and up. You can do whatever you'd like with your arms. I'm sorry, but thigh party is just not done today. Lower and lift. Just vibe to that beat. It's a good one. I don't know. What does it remind you of? Lower and lift. Nice. I think that's like a saxophone or something. That's why I love moving to the beat and letting music drive us, because it's just more inspiring that way. Down and up. We're gonna hold it low. We got tiny dips, you know it. In 3, 2, 1, hit it. Little dip, little dip, little dip. So my hips are going up an inch, down an inch, and my trajectory with my hips are going back and down. Yeah, you see that? And then my imaginary line goes from my tail to my crown. Little dip, little dip. Nice. We're not done with calves today. Holding low, heels up, right here. Let's go. Heels up, heels down, heels up, heels down. Now you can bring your feet as wide as you need for your hips. Lift and lower. Heels up, heels down. Yes. Let's add your arms. It goes like this. Heels up, arms up. Heels down, arms down. Heels up, arms down, heels down. Woo, that was a mouthful. I'm surprised I didn't stutter. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. You can also do one arm and alternate heels if you'd like. If this feels like super duper wobbly, there's always another option, right? In 4, we'll hold your arms up if you'd like. Hold your heels up, little dips. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Little dip, little dip. Woo! Wow. 4, 3, 2, squat and stand right here. Let's go. Heels down, squat, stand. Squat and stand. Woo! I love it. It's just amazing, like, when you start to feel that burn in your muscles, and you're like, for a moment, oh, I don't know if I can go any further. And then something inspires you, right? Like you maybe take another breath, or maybe you smile, relax something, and then you have room to go like a few more breaths, a few more reps. And that doesn't define you. Hold it low, tiny dips right here. Let's go. Little dips, little dips. So take those breaks when you need them. Honor where you're at. 4 more. Here's 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand. I'll come back to that little chitty chat in a sec. Let's set up for our booty. We'll start with left foot forward, right foot back. Your booty series is a little different today. We'll do both sides standing, and we'll come down for round 2 on our side. So check it out. Back heels lifted, little kickstand lunge, or staggered squat. So my hips are gonna actually initiate this movement. Hips go back first, bend both knees. Then as you lift up, you're gonna do a little flick, lift your back leg up and then go back into it. Here we go. Hips down and back. And then lift, little flick. Down for 2 and up for 2. So I wanted to do this without a support today to emphasize really kicking on some amazing stabilizers, which are smaller muscles around your joints to support. And we can do that with bar anyways, with a support. But it's just what I wanted to do. Down for 2 and up, little flick. Good. Now, maybe bring your hands to your hips here and you can feel your hips in space as you move, right? So when you flick up and back with your right leg, noticing if your hips are moving out of that plane, right? Maybe one hip is lifting. Good. Now, please, if you're like, oh gosh, I would love a support right now, go grab it, right? Just like walk over to the countertop or the back of the couch or something and do all of the same thing that we're doing here, right? Down for 2 and up, little flick. Now, I'm gonna add on a little subtle adjustment in 4. When you lift your right leg up and back, I want you to extend through your left leg as well. Right here, let's go. So we lower for 2, lift, little flick, extend. Down for 2, then up, little flick, extend. So it's kind of like a quad press machine at the gym. So if you're someone that's hypermobile, right? Like you are like extra stretchy in your body, I want you to be extra mindful of how you lengthen through this left knee, right? You actually might keep it softly bent and like take that out and not do it. We're gonna hold it up, little flicks. In 2 and 1, right here. You got a little lift up. Oh my gosh. I just got to complete burnout. So it's okay if your right leg's not very high, like mine, right? It's more about what you're feeling. So maybe bring your right hand to your right glute and feel it. Squeeze at the top, little lift up, little lift up. You will feel your outer left glute pocket like whoa here. Belly button to spine. Spine is in neutral. And you're moving your leg instead of your spine. 4 more, then we switch sides. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Do a little shaka. Left foot back. Staggered squat. Here we go. Down for 2 with your hips, then up, little flick. Down for 2, then up, little flick. Nice. There's a bunch of things you could call this little thing that we're doing, like a staggered squat, because we are squatting. Our hips are going down and back, just like we did in that squat party, but our feet aren't together. Down for 2, and up, little flick. It just creates a little asymmetry in the movement. And then we emphasize your right outer glute pocket here, and your right hamstring on the way up. Right? Down for 2 and up, little flick. 4 more. 4. No, we got a little longer actually. Changed my mind. So before I was talking about like nurturing, honoring where you're at, letting go of something you don't need. You might actually think about it like a plant. The other day I was cutting my dead leaves off my plant, because when I was learning how to care for house indoor plants during COVID, I learned that it's important to cut off the pieces that are dying so that vital nutrients, vital energy that's needed for the plant to grow doesn't all go into the dead parts. Let's add your right knee in 2 and 1. So we lower little And then lift, extend your right knee, flick. Down for 2, and then up for 2, extend. So it's okay to feel your back here, but if you're feeling your low back a lot, like it feels like the joints are compressing and like jamming, you might need a little bit more core awareness. You got tiny flicks at the top. In 2 and 1 right here. So maybe that thing is like, maybe just like a thought, a dialogue pattern in your head that you need to let go of. Or maybe it's a friend, right? Maybe it's a job or a habit or something. We can do that without being hard on ourselves, right? We can let go of that dead leaf that's not serving us anymore and bring those vital nutrients, that vital energy, essential fuel to fuel ourselves better, just like the plant would, right? 4, 3, 2, hold it. 3, 2, 1, release, let it go. Wow, wowza, that was so juicy. Do a little hip circle and then come on down to your left side. So left forearm down, stack your knees, and they're off in the diagonal. So we're gonna move into a clamshell. Open your top knee for 2, then close for 2. Feet stay together. Settle in. So when I open my knee, I'm moving my right thigh bone into external rotation. So my hips stay stacked. It's my thigh bone moving in my hip socket. And depending on where your hip socket is placed in your pelvis, can sometimes determine how your limbs move, just based on your anatomy, right? And there's things that we can do, right, to make little adjustments or over time see a difference. But see if for right now, you can honor where you are and focus more on what you're feeling. So when you open your thigh back, like a clam would, you're feeling where your outer upper thigh meets your outer glute and your glute max. Yeah, nice. We're gonna add a knee extension. It's a combo, check it out. We open, extend, toe to toe, close. Open, extend, toe to toe, and close. Yeah, good. Now, check in with your left side. So it's tempting here because we're on our side. Your body wants to relax. And that's normal. Relaxing's good. But you'll find that a lot of this movement will become a little easier or more sustainable, I want to say, if you use more of your body. So think about your left side ribs drawing away from your mat and then try to do it. So maybe use your hand to draw your ribs away. Keep that and continue to press down through your left elbow. Yeah. In 4, we hold it open. We hold your knee out extended. In 3, 2, 1. Right here, check it out. You got a little circle back. Woo. A little circle back. Woo. Your circles don't have to be big. I am drawing smaller circles, and I have my right thigh in line, just in front of my hip. Yeah, and that feels good in my anatomy. So play around what the sweet spot is for you. Little circle back, little circle back. We'll go forward with your circles in 3, in 2, and 1. Take them forward, forward, forward. Ooh, we're just switching sides after this, I promise. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my gosh, sweep your legs around, knees off on the diagonal, right forearm down. Open your top knee, then close. Good, open for 2, close for 2. So can you keep your chest and your trunk facing the direction that you're facing? And your gaze, right, you're looking forward where you're facing. Like you're driving a car. Not like you drive a car like this, but lift and lower. We'll speed it up a little bit, add your top knee. Ready? Right here, let's go. We open, extend, toe to toe, close. Big breath in, big breath out. Open, extend, toe to toe, close. You got this. Stay with me. Open, extend, toe to toe, close. Open, extend, toe to toe, close. Woo! So yummy. That's how I feel about booty work. I don't know about you. It's okay if you don't feel that way. Open, extend, toe to toe, close. We're gonna hold our leg long. In 4. In 3, 2, 1, little circles back. Let's go. Circle back. Little circle back. Ooh. Circle. Circle. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, take them forward. Ready? Let's go. Forward. Forward. Can you get your leg, can you keep your leg lifted, right? As high as your body will allow. So even if you're down here and you feel yourself lifting your leg, then you're doing it, right? You got this. 4 more. Here's 4, 3, 2, hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1, let it go. Woo! Okay, come onto your left hip. I'll walk you through this. Left leg out on the diagonal, top knee is bent, your right knee. Right foot is all the way down. Left hand goes above your shoulder. Check it out. You have a clipper inner thigh. So bottom leg lifts to your top knee. You lower back down and then lift your hips up. Bring your bottom leg under your hips, knee down, lift all the way up, reverse your arms, then go back down. So we go down for 2, then weave your bottom leg through. Lower your hips, clipper inner thigh. Open on the diagonal, lift your hips up, knee under pelvis, and then reverse your arms, lift low lunge down for 2, weave your bottom leg through. Lower your hips, clipper inner thigh. Nice. Lower. Hips up. Now you can stay at that tempo, or we're gonna speed it up a little bit. Ready? Let's go. We go down, weave, hips, clipper. Open, hips, knee, rise. So it is quite quick, but it is doable. But if it doesn't feel doable right now, that's okay. Okay, you might try, or you stay with your clipper inner thighs. So you stay down here and you just clipper inner thigh, like so, yeah? I said just, but it's still a big deal. 1 more, and we'll hold it down. We'll stick with the clipper thighs in 3, 2, 1, right here, let's go. Close and open, close and open. You'll do see if you can do a little rotation with your left thigh bone. So your thigh is turning away from your midline. Close and open, beautiful. You can always come down to your left forearm. It'll give your left hip flexor a little bit more room. Here's 4, then we switch sides in 3, in 2, next 1. Release, sweep your legs around, right hand above your shoulder, clipper inner thigh, then lower. Hips come up for 2, right knee under hip. Reverse your arms as you come up, and then right hand back down. Weave your right leg through, and then lower your hips. Clipper inner thigh, and open a little quicker if you want, right here. Hips, knee, reverse, lower. Weave, hips, clipper, hips, knee, clip, lift up. Weave, hips down, clipper. Now, you can do the clipper inner thigh again just on this side, right? So you stay here, close and open. That's your clipper. And you remove the hip thrust and your low lunge, rise. Hips up. Knee, lift, and lower. Woo! Beautiful. One more. Lift, knee, rise, lower, weave, lower, and clipper. Stay here with the clipper. Let's go. Clipper and open. Close and open. You might come down to your right forearm now. Pressing down through your right elbow, drawing your right ribs away. Good. Beautiful. Little rotation away with your right thigh for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Release. So, so good. One more thing, I promise. Come onto your back. Some deep, deep core work for you. Legs up to the sky. Arms up to the sky. Right leg, left arm lowers, slow. Here we go. Down for 2, up for 2. Switch sides. Right arm, left leg, and lift. Good. So while we get going here, can we find your neutral spine? So pelvis is heavy, lower for 2, lift up for 2. Down, but your belly button is drawing towards your spine, but we are just noticing if we're really compressing our low back down into your mat, like imprinting it, which isn't a bad thing. We do that in other exercises, just depending on what muscles we're focusing on. And for this one, I'd like to focus on a deeper layer here, transverse abdominals. Good. So can you inhale to lower? Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift up. So when we work your deep core, there are more muscles involved. So it might be a broader sensation than if you were to do like bicycle crunches or ab curls. So that's all good. You're still getting the effects of this, even if it's not super pointed of a sensation. Lower for 2. When you lower your limbs, can you reach your limbs away in opposing directions? So you have this feeling of lengthened limbs. It's okay if they're not completely straight. Good. Lower. Ribs, low ribs are hugging in. So you feel your back ribs on your mat. Good. I know it's repetitive. You can also bend your knees into a tabletop, tapping your toes like this. Tap for 2, then center for 2. Tap. Okay, that's super good as well. Lower. Good. We're gonna lower your right leg down, left arm overhead, tiny lift, tiny lowers. Ready? Right here, let's go. Tiny lower, tiny lift away. Tiny lower, tiny lift away. Can you turn your thumb down so your palm is facing in towards your midline? Little lower, little lift. You might even touch the ground when you lower, and then lift away a few inches, down and up. Neutral spine, so notice if you're really peeling your low back away a lot. Here's 4. Here's 3, 2. We're switching sides. In 2 and 1. Right here, come back to center. Right arm, left leg lowers. Little lift, little lower. Up and down. Keep going. Little lift, little lower. You got this. Ooh, the beat's coming back. We're not quite done. Keep going. Lift and lower. You got this. You're strong. Little lift, little lower. Up and down. Stay with me. 4. We're gonna finish with cannonball crunchers. Hands behind your head. In 3, pumping your knees in and out. Slow. Right here. Let's go. Knees pull in, elbows in. Lay back, legs go long. Inhale. Out. Exhale in, little ball. Inhale, lay long. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, lay long. Good. 4, 3. Hold it out right here for 4. Legs on the diagonal. 3, 2, 1. Release. Knees pull into your chest. Maybe you bring your feet wide. Let your knees knock in together. Just let breath, prana, just flush out your mouth. Just kind of force it out. And then after a few, begin to relish in all that amazing work you just did. You might begin to notice a difference in texture of your breath, in your muscles, in your joints. And then begin to sway your knees side to side if that feels good in your body. See if you can stay here to soften for just another minute or so for your practice. Because I know life gets busy, super hectic, and I know you want to prioritize the energetic movement. But after all of that, it's so important that we recenter, bring calm and softness into our nervous system again. Coming back into a resting place. Nice. You're still swaying your knees if you'd like to. And then in your own time, make your way to a little fetal position on one side. Use your top hand to press yourself up away from the ground and come on up. Left knee bends, left foot to right inner thigh. Sitting nice and tall, right legs out to the side. Inhale to lengthen through your crown. And then on your exhale, side bend up and over to your leg that's long. Left arm up and over your head, side body stretch here. Roll your left shoulder back and down. You can even find movement here in your left shoulder, whatever feels good. Now inhale where you are and then exhale, sweep forward. And then land your left hand behind you, lift your hips up, reach your right arm overhead, stretch your chest, open your heart, let your abdominals stretch as well. Good. Inhale, come all the way back down. And exhale, move back into your side bend on the same side. Good. Inhale here and exhale, roll forward. Good. Little modified wild thing. And rolling back down. Release. Good. Switch sides. You can do that a few more times if you really love it. Sitting nice and tall first, and then inhale, prepare, exhale, side bend up and over to your left. Right arm reaches overhead, palm down, and you can invite as much movement here in your top arm as you'd like. Good. Inhale here and exhale, sweep forward, right hand behind your hip. Lift your hips up, you're on your right shin bone. Left arm reaches overhead. Good. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, side bend to the left. Good. Inhale, sweep around. Modified child's wild thing. And inhale, come back down. Beautiful. Find a comfortable cross-legged seated shape. Sitting nice and tall. Giving yourself a smile. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Big, big breath in. And big breath out, palm to palm, heart center. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed that class. I'll see you next time.